What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new video, and this is a very quick one today, a little bit of a different one. Now, there's a lot of talk and a lot of drama, as there is every year, over the Game of the Year awards. We all know that this comes up. It's always a big battle between Xbox and PlayStation, but I want to make a video about my personal favourites, and there's going to be more than just like 5 or something. I'm just going to talk about the games that I personally enjoyed the most this year, but also want to say as well that don't let these stupid game awards that some guy on stage has picked, or people have picked, or whatever, who gives a crap like what those people think Game of the Year should be? Doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. If you're an Xbox fan, you think Starfield should have won, brilliant, and you love that. You enjoy the game and don't give a shit about the Xbox game or the Game Awards, sorry. Who cares, right? And if you're a PlayStation fan, you think Spider-Man 2 will win, and it doesn't, and it's Baldur's Gate 3 or whatever, then you enjoy the game that you've purchased, man. Who cares what some guy on stage is reading off a bit of paper that people in general have voted for? Irrelevant. So I want to talk about my personal favourite things this year. And I want to start off actually with a little bit of a different one, which is Jusant. Now, Jusant, if you haven't seen that game, it is on Game Pass if you want to pick it up there. Personally, I'm playing it through on PC, or I've played it through on PC. It's just brilliant. It's just such a calming, relaxed game. And I actually played this just kind of before bed every night for a good probably week. I put a couple of hours in each night. Really just enjoying the game, exploring the world that it has to offer. I really suggest you just go check this one out. It's called Jusant. Just have a look on Game Pass, or buy it on Steam or PlayStation or wherever you can buy it. Just want to talk about, I'm not going to put any gameplay, I just want to talk to you guys about my personal favourite game. So Jusant was one. Next one, Tears of the Kingdom. Absolutely loved this game. Sequel to obviously Breath of the Wild, one of the biggest launch Switch games, and Tears of the Kingdom was just a perfect successor. Yes, the map was very similar, but they adapted it in very clever ways. With the way you could craft things was really, really cool with this game. Not to mention all the sky bases that you had. That was really cool. Baldur's Gate 3, didn't play it. Not personally my type of game. Might try it out. Put it on my backlog and I'll get to it. Jedi Survivor. Apart from some of the major bugs at launch, which is just a shame that it was like that, that is actually definitely one of my top personal games, because I loved the first game and I thought the sequel was very, very well done. Much more exploration to be done in this game compared to the first one, but there are a few things I didn't like compared to the first one. I felt the story was just a bit weaker compared to the first game, so I was a little bit disappointed there, but it's still one of my top games this year. I just had an awesome time with it. I loved exploring. Even though the story wasn't as good, I still enjoyed exploring the worlds that you could explore in this game, and they were just fantastic all round. So that was another good one. And Marvel Spider-Man 2, I'm definitely putting that on my list for one of the top games. Now, narratively, again, I was a little bit more disappointed compared to the previous 2 Spider-Man titles, and there's been a lot of controversy around that game. I'm not going to get into all that because it's not about that. Personally, I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the gameplay. The flying mechanics were awesome. They flexed the power of the PlayStation 5's SSD with super fast travel through the world. It was just really cool. Amazing, fast travel. Sorry, I meant actually flying through the world really fast, but fast travel as well in this game was really, really, really cool. Hi-Fi Rush, fantastic game early on this year. It was so awesome. Such a different game, very Jet Set Radio styled. I really didn't think I would like it because it's like rhythm based, but even though I'm a musician, that's not my type of game. Like it's just not. So I didn't know if I was going to like it, but I had a blast with this game, and graphically it was cool. I love the art style of it. I love how colorful it is. Definitely one of my top games this year. Dead Space remake, I guess, was amazing. I absolutely loved that. It was just brilliant. I'd not played the original before personally, so I didn't have that kind of want to need to go replay it because I hadn't played it before. It was just a cool experience to get through the first time. Dredge was a very small little indie game I played through on my Steam Deck. I really loved that one. Really looked good on the Steam Deck, actually. I really enjoyed that game. Trying to think of what else. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. That is a game I played through with my girlfriend. We've just finished the entire thing probably just over a week ago. That was really cool. Very, very different. I loved how every bit of detail was put into that game. It's so different from any of the other Mario Pro games. Obviously, it's still a platformer, but it's so different in the way that every level is crafted so cleverly, and I don't want to spoil anything because it's just really interesting if you play it through for the first time. Lies of P. Now this, I personally, if I had to pick one out of all these games, I probably would put Lies of P very at the top, if not second. I don't know, I think top. I loved playing through this game. It was phenomenally crafted. Man, if I don't know, if From Software has a real rival here, if these guys are going to keep pushing games out, and there is a little teaser at the end for a second game, so I can't wait to see what they're going to do with that, but this was such a cool world and universe. The combat was brilliant. They took a lot, obviously, from the Souls game, but they really took it, developed it into their own kind of stuff. They made it their own, and it was just brilliant. Loved the way they did this. Next, I want to talk about is Starfield. Don't insult me in the comments. I personally enjoyed the game, okay? I thought it was really cool. Very, very, very different game. I loved how you could just explore so much. It was limited. I was disappointed compared to like the Fallout games with exploration, but there's still so much to explore. I know people kind of said, well, you can't just walk around the whole planet. Yeah, but you can explore so many planets still. So there's still tons to explore there. I just enjoyed the story was cool. I enjoyed doing lots of different side missions. I kind of lived in that game for a good 4 or 5 weeks, and I just played it hours and hours every day, and I really, really enjoyed that. And to be honest, it's one of those games that I just kept coming back to as well, and I just enjoyed finishing off little quests every now and then since those solid 4 to 5 weeks. But again, really, really, really good. Hogwarts Legacy was just phenomenal. I keep wanting to replay that game. There's been so much coming out this year that I've been spending my time with. I want to replay Hogwarts Legacy at some point, but I just haven't been able to get round to doing that yet. But that certainly is on my list to do again. I think that's pretty much most of the games I want to talk about here. They were my top ones. There's still quite a few, as I said. Stuff like Baldur's Gate 3, I've definitely got to go and try that. It's not normally my type of game, but I've heard people say that they've converted to it by playing this game and they've enjoyed it. So that's one. I'm trying to think of other things. Resident Evil 4, I do want to go. That's on my backlog. I'm not a big Resident Evil fan. I'm not a big horror game fan, but that's certainly one I've heard such good things about, and I probably will want to go and play. So that's on my backlog as well. Dave the Diver has been a really big blown up one recently, so that one I'm enjoying. Cyberpunk, I'm currently working my way through Phantom Liberty, so I'm really, really enjoying that so far. I've actually replayed the whole base game again before I went into Phantom Liberty, so enjoying that. Sea of Stars is another one that is added on my backlog as well. I've never played Alan Wake 1 and 2, but this kind of leads me on to my final point of this video is, man, this year has been phenomenal for gaming. I genuinely don't think that we are going to have another year like this. And I think this might be another video I make in a day or two, is just a look at 2023 and all the games that released, because this has been a crazy jam-packed year with games, and I don't see us getting another one of these sorts of years for a long, long time. We've had a lot of sequels of old games come back. We've had a ton of remakes, as always, but a lot of remakes, not just remasters, which is very, very interesting. But that's it for this one. Very basic video. Just wanted to talk, give my opinions. And guys, don't let Game of the Year awards ruin what was your year and what you personally enjoyed. If your favorite game was Dave the Diver and it doesn't appear anywhere in the Game Awards, and if you're watching it, who cares? Like, I don't even watch the Game Awards personally. I just, like, after or during, they upload trailers to YouTube for the games that they talk about, but I just watch the trailers because I kind of want to see what's coming, you know? At the moment, there's not a ton of stuff that I'm excited for in 2024, especially after the year we just had. So, I don't know. Hopefully we get some new announcements for 2024, because that's what I really want at the moment. So, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you've enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in future videos. Bye-bye for now.